And in the final corner, to the line, Rivski is going to set a 1:29.6. That is a good lap from Rivski. Copper's next. He sets a 1:30.387. Next up is Never Fear. Andy's here to the line. He is going to set a 1:29.388, going 3 tenths quicker. Next up is Clyde. Then it'll be Jazz who crosses the line. Lee Webb, no, Winsord is next. Winsord to the line, sets a 1:29.8, puts in P3. Dave Riley goes fastest by 11 hundredths, as Jamie T goes P3. Look at him cooking. Next up is the championship leader, the man who can become champion tonight. Matt goes P3 with a 1:29.492. Next up is Rivski's teammate, Rumsky. How is he getting on? He had an unfortunate drive-through last week, but this week he is going to go P6 in quali, just behind his teammate, 2 tenths behind. Next up is Jay on his outlap, who is letting Egolf Hazard through. Egolf, I believe he has the most pole positions this season. I'll be surprised if he doesn't. He gets pole quite a lot, Egolf does. He's got rapid pace in quali. And will he show it here to the line? He's going to set a 1:29.355. That is 22 hundredths quicker than Dave Riley. Great lap from Egolf Hazard. Next up will be Lee Webb. Yes, it's Lee Webb. So Lee Webb, who is also one who's very good in qualifying. We'll see where Lee Webb goes. Lee Webb is going to go P1 with a 29.052. That puts him on provisional pole, 3 tenths quicker than Egolf Hazard. Obviously, track evolution comes into play, but that is a blistering lap from Lee Webb. Rattingham will be pleased with himself there. Dave Riley is 2 tenths up. Dave Riley to the line. He goes on provisional pole for 28.919. That is a lovely time from Dave Riley. Next up, Jay, who comes into the pits. And yeah, Dave Riley is the first man to break into the 1:28 in that McLaren car. He is looking good. Egolf is 5 tenths off in his time. This looks like a good lap from Egolf. And to the line, Egolf is going to set the provisional pole time of a 1:28.810. Egolf beats Dave Riley by a tenth, but Dave Riley is on his outlap now. Traffic in this middle sector here. Multiple cars, and Rattigan's gone into the wall. Rattigan has fully driven into the wall at turn 11/10. Rattigan has completely gone out of this session, and he is gone from quali P11 maximum for the Mercedes driver, who is challenging for that constructor's title. So yeah, I think this is Clyde done for the qualifying session. He will be starting P4 maximum as Egolf's lap is done. Clyde comes into the pits. Next up is Jay, who has backed out, so Jay will be starting P7 maximum, which is very good for Jay. Very good time on the board. Never Fear is next. Never Fear is on a lap, so we'll see how Never Fear gets on. Never Fear is purple in sector 2. He sets he's a tenth quicker than his first time, and he's P8 right now. So we'll see how Never Fear gets on into the final corner. What can the man who won last week do? The spinning Scotsman, as we like to call him here in Sunday Pro. He goes P6, just behind his championship nemesis, as Dave Riley goes P2, just behind Egolf. Well, he stays P2, he didn't improve. As Jazz to the line, what is Jazz going to do? 3 tenths up on his time. Jazz is 7th with a 1:29.244. Next up is Chicken and Blunts. Chicken goes P9 with the Haas of Rumsky to the line. What is Rumsky going to set? He goes P12. Matt goes P4 with the Ferrari of Jamie coming into the pits. And now Lee Webb. Lee Webb's P3. He is going to go on pole. Lee Webb is on pole with a 1:28.719. What a lap from Lee Webb. He goes on pole by a tenth, and nobody can stop him, because that's the end of qualifying. The Alfa Romeo takes pole for round 9 for the sprint race. Lee Webb starts on pole with Egolf Hazard 900ths off him. Dave Riley 2/10 off with Matt in P4. He could get the championship done today with Clyde in P5. Never Fit in P6 with Jazz behind him. The Haas of Rieski start P8 with Chicken in P9. The Ferrari duo qualified P10 and 11 with Rumsky in P12, Vatican in P13. Windsword starts P14 with Copper P15. Divi starts P16 with Shaggy Carrot and Todrid both having quali bans. So we will get underway here in the bright sunny day of Bahrain. It's 1, it's 2, it's 3, it's 4, it's 5. What is it? As Todrid picks up the drive through, it's go, 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 go. Lee Webb gets a brilliant start, as you suspect, on the medium tyres. There's somebody on the grass in the background, look like there's a Red Bull as Dave Riley's dropping position. Dave Riley's he's had to avoid, and Alfa Romeo wins. What has completely killed Egolf Hazard after start. The Alfa Romeo completely went to the side of him, and Matt is going alongside Egolf Hazard here. And they're going 3 wide with Rieski on the outside line, Matt on the inside line. And Rieski looks like he's got it to wide. They're still going 3 wide. The 3 of the cars, Egolf, Rieski and Matt, go side by side. Egolf keeps the position. Matt and Rieski go side by side now. Matt goes around the outside into that corner, and Rieski tries the inside line. What a move from Rieski that is to go into P3. And he stays ahead, and there's a lot of movement towards the back. The McLaren and the Ferrari, Jay around the outside. Jay's hit the back of Matt, and now it's a Constantino effect where a lot of people are going off. That was the Mercedes of Clyde going off. He comes back on track behind Chicken and Blunts. Now Lee Webb sets the faster lap, and Matt is going for Rieski. Matt goes into P3. Matt moving ahead of that Haas car to gain more championships. Gain more points in his championship hunt. So that's Matt in P3. Never Fear goes ahead of Jay, who's lost 2 positions. 1 to Dave Riley, 1 to Never Fear. Jay moves down to P7. He's now getting pressurised by Chicken and Blunts. That Ferrari definitely has wing damage on the front left end play, I think. As Chicken goes around the outside. Now Clyde is having a look. Jay goes very wide. It's the front right end plate that's missing off Jay's car. And now Clyde is going to have the inside line, and he gets past. Jay is really struggling in these opening few laps, and there's a bit of contact between him and Jazz. Jazz loses a place to Ratigan as Jazz gets back ahead of Ratigan. So Jazz defender now. Oh, Clyde gets ahead of Chicken and Blunts. That might be me. As Jazz is defending the inside line against Rumsky, who's Jazz's teammate Shaggy Carrot gets ahead, and Jay finally comes into pits after having a really bad lap 2 of struggle. And Jazz is going to go down the inside of Ratigan. They go side by side, the 2 cars, Jazz and Ratigan stays ahead, and well defended from Ratigan. He stays ahead of the Red Bull, 68% ERS to Jazz's 73, but he's going for it now. Jazz down the inside, he's going to stay behind. And behind Rumsky and Shaggy Carrot going at it again. Rumsky gets ahead. Riley in P5, and then Ratigan's down in P10. So at this rate, I think Ratigan will be out of it as Dave Riley's off, and he's into the wall. Dave Riley is still in the race, so he's into the wall, and that's a VSC. That is a virtual safety car. That's a massive error from Dave Riley. That is a massive, massive error from Dave Riley, who's gone into the wall, and he's going to have to come into the pits for a wing change, which will drop him to the back zone here. He's also filling the rear mirrors of Rieski. And if he gets a good run, which he has done, he looks like he's going to get ahead with DRS and ERS activated. The Williams moves ahead of the Haas, and he moves into P4. Oh, actually, Dave Riley has gone ahead of Todrid there. That's Dave Riley ahead of Todrid into turn 1, the medium tyres, and Ratigan's round. Ratigan is completely round, and I don't know where this is. This is in the S section. Ratigan completely off into the gravel trap, and that's divided him to P14. I'm not sure what's happened there, but all the rear end of Ratigan hasn't. So it's Never Fear going to go for it this lap. Never Fear. He turns on the ERS, he turns on DRS, and will he be in the podium places after this lap? He's gaining on the Alpine, he keeps gaining, he turns on his ERS once again. He comes into turn 1 ahead, and that's Never Fear into P3 in the podium places. The Williams has done well there. Shaggy Carrot gets ahead of Chicken and Blunts now, and Copper gets ahead of Rumsky. And with the Aston Martin filling in second, not second, as Copper goes around the outside of Rumsky, who's into the wall. He's brilliant car control. He's kept out the wall. That was a scary moment for Rumsky. Got all over the curb there, and that's going to invite Divi. Oh, Divi! That was very close. Divi just got a 90th minute there, a 90th minute winner there. And Jazz, they're going 3 wide. I think Jazz and Chicken and Bloods both overtake Shaggy Carrot on lap 9. Chicken is having a look, but he stays behind. But as Never Fear, Matt goes side by side for P2. Matt stays ahead. Matt stays ahead into the S section. But Never Fear now putting the pressure on Matt as Divi gets past Rumsky again. That's into turn 4, I believe. Gain an extra 4 points, which puts the total to 49 points. As Never Fear is gaining, he's using his ERS, but Matt is using his ERS to defend. Never Fear is gaining on the Aston Martin. He's going to choose the inside line. The 2 championship leaders go side by side in turn 1. Matt loses the position to Never Fear, and Never Fear leads, but Matt is going to get the run into turn 4. He's not going to get DRS. Why did he not get DRS? I don't know. But he's still coming back at him into the slipstream. Around the outside, Matt is going to try and keep it. Never Fear goes side by side with him. Never Fear just gets the grip down the inside, and Never Fear gets ahead. That is a crucial move for Never Fear to go down the inside of Matt there. And he moves into P2. What a move from Never Fear. And into the final few corners. It's going to be Lee Webb's sprint race day in the bright, sunny Bahrain, which you don't normally see. You normally see in the night sky in Bahrain, but in the sunny day, it's going to be a sunny time for Lee Webb, who's going into the sector 3 now. The Alfa Romeo, he's led 10 out of 10 laps, and over the final corner to the line, Lee Webb is going to take sprint victory here in Bahrain. Never Fear is going to take P2 ahead of Matt, and Egolf takes P4 with Clyde in P5. Risky comes away in P6. What a sprint race we just had. What a sprint race. Lee Webb takes home the victory. As Lee Webb takes home the victory, a 15-minute 45 race time for him. Never Fear in P2, a crucial move on the last lap to close the gap in the championship to 49 points. Matt in P3 with Egolf in P4, Ratigan in P5 with Risky in P6, Jazz in P7 with his teammate following in P8. Chicken finishes in P9 with Jamie Teak getting into the top 10. Cobblecop in P11 with Divi in P12, Ratigan P13, Rumsky with his wing damage in P14 with Dave Riley having spin into the wall in P15. Jay in P16, Todred and Winsord ends off the order. And we will have, once again, for the second time today, but this is the main race, it's the main Grand Prix, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th light. And it's go, 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 go. Winsor gets a brilliant start once again. Never Fear on No Traction gets a very good start as well. As down, as they all go side by side in turn 1, is there going to be contact? And it looks like everyone's got through cleanly. As there's a lot of movement here. Ratigan goes side by side with Divi into turn 4. Ratigan has to go wide and Divi takes the corner. And Winsor moves up ahead of Rumsky. Shaggy Carrot getting ahead, and there's somebody getting very close with Jamie. I'm not too sure who it was, but Divi's getting pressurised by Ratigan again. Ratigan trying to go around the outside of Divi. And he's had a lot of rear end movement, and that's going to invite Winsord. Winsord, who loses the position to Rumsky here. Another superb strategy. As Dave Riley's going down the order. Dave Riley spun again. We saw him spin in the sprint race, and now he's gone from the main. Well, he's not gone. He's still here, but he's down in P18. What's happened to Dave Riley there? Dave Riley has lost the position. And I'm not too sure. He went off a similar place Ratigan went off. So I'm not too sure if they were like similar sort of spins or they were collisions or something. As at the front, Matt has actually gained quite a lot of time onto Never Fear. As there's yellows in sector 2, and it's Rumsky now. Rumsky has gone off. He's lost it in turns 12, I believe it is. And he's actually fallen behind Dave Riley now, so that is the Haas car losing out on positions. And yeah, it's just not going his way right now. And I'm gutted for him. But his teammate is doing very well. Risky As Chicken is gone as well. Chicken's in the wall, and that's going to be a VSC. Chicken has spun out of the exit of turn 4, and that's a VSC for this race on lap 5. Will we see any pits? I don't think we'll see any pits. And at the front, Neverfear is 3/10 off Lee Webb, and he's gone for the move, and he's made it. Where's Lee Webb? Lee Webb has lost so many positions. Lee Webb is in P4. What's happened there? I do not know what's happened. Lee Webb has just lost 3 positions in one corner. I think he may have gone wide into turn 10. He may have outbroke himself going off, and upon re-entering the track, he just lost his positions. Fear, as Neverfear will not pick up DRS, Matt will. And down the main straight, Matt is gaining on him. We saw Neverfear on the last lap of the sprint overtake Matt, and now it's Matt's revenge, but he stays behind. He actually backs out there, and Egolf has gone for it. Egolf down the inside of Matt. He catches him napping, and that's Alpine up into P2. That is a very punchy move from Egolf. He caught Matt napping there, and he moves himself into that P2 slot, and now he's going for Neverfear. I don't know why, but I also do the Gary Neville noise. It's quite annoying. As Todgers is round in turn 10. I'm not too sure what's happened there either. That definitely looks like a collision with the way his car was positioned. He was facing the wrong way. I think he's definitely been hit into turn 10/11. Into turn 1 last time. Will he be a bit more aggressive? No, he won't. He'll stay behind. And Egolf will go for it on Neverfear. Egolf comes in like a missile down the inside, and he gets ahead. They're going side by side still, and Neverfear is going to keep the position here. They're still going side by side. Egolf Hazard with ERS. Which one of them picked up DRS? None of them did. None of them picked up DRS. And it's going to be Neverfear who stays ahead on the medium tyres. And Matt goes for the switchback here. Matt stays behind though. Very close racing from the front 3. Egolf on the soft compared to the other 2 medium runners. Oh, Matt is completely off. That was a horrible moment for Matt, and he's off, and Lee Webb gains the position now. As Jazz is going to gain on Reeski here. He turns on his ERS. And into the main straight, Jazz moves up into P5, and his teammate Shaggy Carrot down the inside. And he makes a little bit of collision with his teammate. But he gets ahead, and Reeski's trying to switch back. The 2 Red Bulls. Oh, there's lots of collisions. And the 2 Red Bulls stay ahead somehow. That was very scary for both of these guys. As Reeski's looking for another switchback, and Jazz is going to try and defend it for both of them. They're going 3 wide into this corner. Reeski's going to get ahead of 1 Red Bull, but the other Red Bull stays ahead, and that's Shaky Carrot gaining 2 positions in 1 lap. Lot into the entry of the corner, and he gets a lovely exit. You can see the tyre grip advantage of Lee Webb, and he's going to go down the inside into the main straight, and Matt is going to follow. It looks like Matt down the inside of the Alpine. They're going to go side by side, and Egolf is staying ahead and get the undercut on the boys in front. And Lee Webb, is he going to get a run on Neverfear here? He's turned on his ERS. He's going to turn on DRS, and down the main straight. We've seen this move before, and he gets ahead. Lee Webb is back in P1 after his mistake earlier on in the race. So,
oh yeah, true. I got to those coming. But
so Matt is going to go on the hard tyre. I suspect he does.
Yeah. I'll also say this track's absolutely diabolical for grip. This track's one of the worst tracks for grip ever.
So 1 lap undercut will put Egolf coming side by side with Matt potentially. And there's Matt coming out of the pits, and he's actually avoided the undercut.
Ahead, but the tyre grip's going to be massive here for Egolf compared to Matt. Egolf's going to have the much better grip, so I expect he'll take him anyway with DRS here.
Yeah, but Matt has done very well to avoid that undercut.
Yeah,
as he lets him through.
Not gonna fight this. Matt knows what he's doing.
He's waved Egolf Hazard through there, and that is probably very smart
if
from
Egolf fights Neverfear. Wide round the outside.
And Jazz and Reeski. And Reeski's still down the inside. They're going side by side into the S section.
Oh no, close your eyes.
And Reeski gets ahead nicely. And Egolf, Windsword.
Ooh, here comes Matt.
Yeah, Windsword, it was all over the place there.
Smart from Matt. Make sure there's not a car between you both. Get past as quick as possible. He's also took positions up to P5.
But no, there's been a lot of spinning into the water here in Bahrain. As Egolf is defending the inside line.
Jay is actually actually P2. Well, he's not. He's got a pit, but he is P2 right now. And Matt
As Egolf backs out.
Yeah, working together again maybe.
I don't think they'll be working together now.
I'm watching the cars slide around, and it is awful. The people just losing grip around these corners, and I'm not sure if Egolf, did he let him by, or did he have a mistake or something there?
He definitely let him by, but I'm not sure this is the time for teamwork.
I know Egolf's quick round here as well. He had great pace round here on Wednesday.
Gonna get launched on Dave Riley. Dave Riley on 11 left hold hards. Winsword on fresh hards. DRS is activated. Dave Riley is defending with his ERS.
No, I tell you what, keep an eye on that Ferrari and P12 on these fresh mediums.
And down the inside, Winsword and Dave Riley. They're still going side by side. The McLaren versus the Alfa Romeo, and the McLaren backs out, and that's Winsword into P13.
Quicker drops around there. Tyres will die off very,
yeah,
very
but you're forgetting the J factor. As J gets a lovely launch, ERS, and he gets ahead of Copper. P11 for J, a 4.4 second gap to P10 of Todgerd.
Hasn't happened.
Yes, so he'll have 5 lap fresher tyres.
But he's going to be about 5 seconds behind.
That's very true. He'll be even further behind. As he's gone for the softs, and Lee Webb has taken the position off Egolf, so that's P2 for Lee Webb.
So many positions though. He's going out P5.
Yep, and Shaggy Carrot gets ahead. Shaggy Carrot is having a brilliant race, I will say.
Fighting Reevesky out into turn 1. Reevesky stays ahead though. Reevesky again, man, in the top 5, by the way.
And Clyde is going to have DRS on Divi. He turns on the ERS into the run to turn 4. Clyde is going to get ahead. Divi's going to go for the switchback though, and is he going to make it work? They're not going to go side by side, and Clyde stays ahead. But Matt he's under so much pressure, and Matt is actually waving Lee Webb through.
Smart guy, save that ERS, slingshot yourself. Jay's going to be a fantastic position here.
He will be, as Divi is right in the back again, and that's yellow in the second one, and that's Dave Riley!
Oh, this is massive.
That's massive, we'll never fear.
This is
10 lap sprint to decide the championship.
No, don't pit again, Never Fear, surely not. You're on fresh softs. Why is he pitting?
Maybe pit again.
No, why? You just put fresh softs on, they'll just stay out and just
Lee Webb stayed out, Lee Webb has stayed out.
I think he thinks he's got the pace for it.
No, I think he thinks everyone's going to come in, which they are doing. So he's not going to lose a position. I think it's mathematically over after the sprint.
Jamie T to help his teammate?
Yeah, potentially.
Probably unintentional from the Fry boys, but possibly.
And Lee Webb now! Lee Webb is going to come out in P! He's going to come out last! He's going to come out so far back! That is a completely awful show from the Alfa Romeo crew! Oh, I'm absolutely gutted! Lee Webb has just thrown away his whole race! Oh my god! He's going to come out behind his teammate!
You watch how fast he is. You watch how fast Lee Webb is though.
But he's come out on the same tyre as everyone!
Yeah, I don't really know what the idea was there.
And he had the chance to pit earlier! Yes, please. Rumsky! As Jamie, not Jamie, as Matt has decided he's gone, he's laid down. What a restart for Matt! What a restart! He's got away, 6/10 the gap. And I think there's been a mess in that final corner.
Oh no. Check for yellow flags in a minute. I expect we might see a few go into turn 1 if it's all that tight.
As everyone goes into turn 1 very nicely. As Clyde was having a look at Jazz and has got ahead of Jazz.
Do you think Egolf needs to get there at the end?
Yes, I reckon so. His ERS off though, so he will stay behind Matt.
Matt does not want to fight.
As what I will say is the sky is beautiful. As Matt goes very wide into turn 1, and Jay and Divi. Never Fear! Never Fear's gone! Never Fear's completely gone. It's caused chaos. Lee Webb caught up in it. Oh my god! And all of that, Jay gets ahead of Divi.
Who's hit him, or was it just a spinny Scotsman again?
I'm not going to comment as I did not see it. And right now, it looks like Matt is going to win it, unless Reevesky could get in the fold somehow. As Rumsky gets a 3-second time penalty, unfortunately, it's just not going his way tonight.
I'll tell you what,
as Egolf is gaining, he goes down the inside, down the main straight, and Egolf is going to get that P1 position.
Same amount of DRS.
And oh, Shaggy got close to Matt's rear end, and that's
might be the quickest driver here at the moment. I think
he might be, but down the main straight, Matt has to get his place done. He has to protect himself.
He didn't follow the
and he's gonna get ahead. He's gonna get ahead.
He's gonna get ahead, but who's gonna have DRS into the next part of the track?
It'll be Egolf, but
Matt,
that.
Oh, Shaggy's
Oh!
Shaggy's inside!
And Shaggy stays behind, and there's a lot of movement behind. Reeski and Clyde going for a side by side between in turn 2, between the Mercedes and the Haas. This is the constructors' battle. This is equal points. This is so valuable for both of them. They're still going side by side. Yeah, 401 points each.
So she gets past,
and Clyde gets ahead. And that was a Ferrari of Jay going quite wide there. Jay, but the Todran's gone.
Oh, Jay's up the inside. Oh my.
Todran is round, and he's took Copper with him.
7, 6, 5, and 4 right now is a proper scrap. We're in charge of him as well. Everyone's going for it. He's not even using it. Here he comes.
As Matt is defenseless.
But he's going to go down the inside. No, he's not. He's going to sit behind, but he's going to have DRS this time. Shaggy could play a party, you know. Shaggy gets a good exit.
Pretty good. And Shaggy Carrot definitely wants to win. He's had a tough season, Shaggy Carrot has.
And he scraps going on P7. Oh,
as a Red Bull!
Reef! It goes Reef!
No, wait, someone's round, and I don't know who it is.
I think it's Jamie, though.
It's Lee Webb again! Oh, this is being a horrible watch for Lee Webb. Oh, he's round again. Oh, I'm absolutely gutted for him. And Matt will be going in the history books as he turns on his DRS. He puts his ERS on. He goes alongside the Alpine, and then he goes ahead of the Alpine.
Well away from
and Shaggy Carrot is coming. Shaggy Carrot. Oh, he had a look.
Switch back, maybe?
He's got Egolf to defend, and that opens up the inside corner, and he's going to get a double switch back.
He's got the Red Bull round.
And what a run! Shaggy Carrot's going to get Shaggy Carrot. Shaggy Carrot's going to get ahead, and that's Shaggy Carrot into P2. Matt's got a new opponent, and his name is Shaggy Carrot. Jay might do it again this week. Okay, Shaggy Carrot in the final corner. He had a look, but he's going to stay behind. He has DRS. He's going to turn on his DRS. Matt is going to turn on his ERS. Shaggy Carrot's going to come around the outside to overtake Matt. Matt will try and defend as much as possible. He wants this win. He wants to do it in Matt fashion. Matt is going to get a run on Shaggy Carrot here. He doesn't have much ERS to play with. He turns it on, and it doesn't look like he's going to get it done. Shaggy Carrot, he's going to stay ahead. And what a race it's been from Shaggy Carrot. P5 on the hard tyres he was earlier in the race, and he's got this strategy to work perfectly. Matt is following him through the F section. Section. As he tries to move around the outside, he's trying everything. He's putting the young Brit under pressure. I had to be careful what I said there.
Yeah. And just when you got sections mixed up at the start as well. Be careful there, buddy.
But it looks like it's going to be Matt's day. He got a bit of fortune, but he did all the hard work himself. And it's all about Matt. And he tries it around the outside. He's trying it everywhere. Matt is giving us pure entertainment on this final lap. And our past season winners, we had Hilly, we had JT Cod, and the Pro Tier Championship is going to go back to Aston Martin. It's going to go to Matt, who's been here from the very beginning. Matt trying at the final corner, and to the line. Shaggy Carrot's going to win, but it's going to be Matt's day. Matt is going to be our champion. Matt wins the championship, and he is crowned the 5th season winner of Sunday Pro. Congratulations, Matt. We have our champion. Anything to say, FLW?
I was just leaving you to it. I was going to say congratulations. I mean, that's no easy feat, doing it with a race to spare as well. We haven't seen that much.
He has done it with a race to spare. And, he has absolutely controlled the field.
Jay found himself up in P5 at the end.
Good on him.
And P9 for Jamie. That's great points for Ferrari. That's also more points for Mercedes than it is Haas. So
yeah, it's Aston Martin and Haas. Aston Martin and Mercedes.
No, I thought it was the Haas against.
Oh no, it's Haas against Mercedes. That's the one.
Yes, and Mercedes have outscored Haas today as well.
Oh, that's massive. But This man is our champion.
Never fear,
Matt
got tagged.
F1. Oh no! Oh, I'm gutted for him. I'm absolutely gutted for Never Fear. He was driving phenomenally. But unfortunately for him, the championship is done and dusted by Matt F1 UK. Aston Martin take home another championship here in Sunday Pro. They make drivers. They make champions. Unfortunately, Tuck did not win the last season in the Aston Martin, but Matt has done the job. He's been. It's good to see Matt win the championship, you know, because he's been with us for a long time.
A very long time, yeah.
Yeah, so
As,
seeing him develop and become this world champion here, it's sensational.
Brad says he called it with Jay with a top 5 finish. We will be there. We were there indeed. As he takes
As the best driver of the day.
Good old cheery Jay in that picture there.
As Jock got a win as well. Come on.
Jay, where were the Inters? Wow. It's the questions we'll all be asking after the race. Jay, where were the Inters?
Shaggy, we can't discount Shaggy Carrot here. What a drive from Shaggy Carrot. Brilliant to take it off
Matt. He played it very well.
And Egolf. He takes home that winner's trophy, and that is very deserved for a tough season Shaggy's had.
Yeah, I'd say it makes up for, well, it doesn't, but you know, it makes up for some of the horror he's had. He got a win at least. Yeah.
And you can see Matt celebrating there. Matt is, he feels a bit left out there. Oh, there you go. He got cheers at the end.
There we go. Yeah. Well done, championship winner just gets to drink the champagne by himself. Wow, everybody treated him nicely.
But we do have our champion indeed, and I couldn't be happier for that, you know. Shaggy Carrot is our winner, the champion in P2, Egolf in P3, with Clyde in P4. Jay, he is special. He was special, and he is special.
So good, they have to say his
Jay
name 3 times.
in Ferrari is P5. P6 is Reevesky with Jazz in P7, Divi in P8, and Jamie in P9, Ratkin P10. Windsword, Never Fear, Todged and Comacopper with Rumsky in P15. Chicken, who got lapped, but he kept going for his team. That is massive for the constructors, where I think they might be involved now. Lee Webb, unfortunately, DNF'd with Dave Riley also going out.